Citizens jumping into action, directing traffic, people crawling under trains to get to work, ambulance not even able to reach an entire community. All reports from one area on the west side of Atlanta as trains sit stalled on tracks, sometimes for hours on end. Atlanta News First Amanda Rose was in that neighborhood today.
This is what I put on so nobody can hit me.
Andrea Swain may be retired, but lately the 66-year-old spends his free time, sometimes hours on end, directing traffic. Neighbors captured him in action last week when a CSX train stopped right in the middle of Chapel Road in Atlanta's Hunter Hills neighborhood.
Because I hear the train going by, but when you hear that clack, 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 and then I'm like, that ain't good.
Here on Chapel Road between Ezra Church and Bernard Street is where neighbors tell me that train blockage happens all too frequently. They say it's a traffic and safety hazard and something has to change.
Really just the emergency access for police, fire trucks, ambulance.
Timothy Brown, who lives right down the road, tells us the inevitable traffic jam is a major inconvenience.
So the blockages can last up to 24 hours. And in a case there's been a couple cases where it lasted 3 days.
Neighbors tell us the train blockages also happen at Fairfield Place Northwest in the Dixie Hills neighborhood and Murphy Avenue in the Adair Park neighborhood. The Georgia Department of Transportation says they can't do anything about the issue because it's out of their jurisdiction and it's up to the individual train companies. Atlanta News First reached out to CSX. In a statement, the company said in part, quote, "We apologize for any inconvenience our trains may have caused the Hunter Hills community. There are times when mechanical and operational issues could result in blocked crossings, as well as when trains stop for mandatory safety inspections, federally regulated crew changes, or when entering or exiting busy rail yards. We make every effort to minimize blocked crossings and address recurring issues."
CSX in general has showed good faith attempts, but we're still not seeing results.
Amanda Rose, Atlanta News First.